Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Shot. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about some of the accessories for wildlife photography. So in wildlife photography, we all know that it gets really expensive sometimes, but what I laid out for you guys today is just 7 different wildlife photography accessories that are affordable on a very low budget, but these things will either enhance your quality of work or help make your life easier when you're out in the field taking some shots. We've all been there where it's either difficult to get a shot because you don't have this one certain thing, right? Or there's one thing that would really help you in this situation. So this video is targeted to help you guys maybe discover some new things that might help improve your wildlife photography. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about today is going to be this Manfrotto Pixie Mini Tripod. Best frickin' $15 I ever spent in my life. It has made my life so much easier. I love it for vlogging. I love it for photos. It's just done incredible and amazing things with my wildlife photography. It made my life 10 billion times easier. So one of the things I really like about it, well, first of all, it's really nice and sturdy, so it's well built. The legs just pop out really nice and easily, so you can set it down on the ground very quickly, and then you can just, when you want to take it up, you just boom, and you're ready to go and you're on the roll again already. So it's super nice, makes your life really easy. And something that I really love about this thing is it's just convenient. So for example, like I'll just have my camera on it, right? And if I need to get into my backpack and I got this big heavy lens on me and I don't want to be trying to like hold it while I'm reaching my backpack, or maybe the ground's really muddy so I don't want to set my camera right on it. What this thing can actually do is just provide a very easy way just to set really quick, and then as soon as you're ready to pick it up, you just set it down and you just pick it up and you're on the go already. Makes it really nice and easy. You can hold it easily in your hand. Doesn't add hardly any weight to the camera. Something that's really cool about it too, which took a little while to get used to, but instead of being like a knob that tightens, right, and then you, like most ball head tripods, this one you just push this button in right here. So you just push it in, and then it allows it to move freely, and then you release it, and it'll just lock in place. And it's actually, for a small tripod, this is like a very strong ball head. Of course, it's not going to be able to completely take the weight of a heavy lens and a camera. If it's like this and you're trying to get it at this angle or something like that, that might be pretty rough. But if you have it relatively balanced, it'll hold that in a very steady position. So if you're trying to get videos of birds like I do too, this is super helpful because my other tripods at least get a little bit off the ground, a little bit too much, and if I want to get eye level and get steady video, I can just set that down, just leave the camera on top of it, and it'll get a nice locked angle on them. So this is one of my favorite tools. I have it in my bag, super easy, just fits in my side pocket. Can't recommend it enough to you guys. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is this camo scarf right here. This camo scarf is really awesome. It allows me to just be a little bit more invisible, a little bit less intimidating with birds. Pretty large, so what I can do is I can take it and I can drape it over my camera, get my head under it like a hood, and it'll kind of keep those birds from being able to see inside the scarf so much. And that kind of allows you to do a couple of different things. First of all, you kind of, are moving a little bit when you're with your camera, and those birds don't notice that as much. And then if you actually are going for a very camouflaged look, this obviously will help you do that. It'll help you actually be camouflaged. So it's super helpful. It's nice because you can see out of it. So one side is more camouflaged than the other. The other side you can see out really nicely, and plus it's going to be brighter on the other side. So you can see out it really nicely, and then you can't really see into it too well, so it makes a nice camouflage. And super easy to just throw around your neck when you're not using it. You guys probably see me with it in a lot of my wildlife photography adventures. Super nice tool to have. It's around like $15. I can't remember the exact price, but around there. I'll throw a link below and you guys can check it out yourselves. The third thing I want to show you guys today are these camo gloves right here. I like them for 2 reasons. First of all, they look pretty dope, and they're camo gloves. So if you are trying to camouflage, it'll help you in terms of your hands being able to camouflage just a little bit better. But the second thing I really like about them is actually it really helps me grip things. Helps just the way that I can work around things. So for example, there's 2 fingers right here and then your thumb finger that are exposed. So a lot of times, with touch screens, with other gloves, it's hard because either you have a bulky glove, even if it has like the touch screen, technology or whatever, it's a little bit too bulky, so it's hard to push buttons right, push touch screens right. But these allow for you to do that. And then also just with fine, technique stuff, you're able to do that with your bare fingers. But then the other 2 fingers are covered. So it helps keep your hand warm when you need to. But what's coolest even is that it has a really nice grip pad. I love this grip pad on this glove. and it really helps me just be able to stick onto things, grab my camera with a lot of confidence, not feeling like I'm ever gonna drop it. In the summer when it gets really hot here, it gets 110, 115 degrees on the worst days, and my hands are sweaty, this helps me be able to grip things without having such sweaty hands and ruining the grip on my cameras and all those other things. So these things are really awesome. Only about $10, can't recommend them enough. If you're gonna get a pair of gloves, definitely would buy these if I were you. The fourth thing I wanna show you guys today is this right here, and this. Probably the two most important things I'm gonna show you guys today. So one's a dust blower, and the other one's a cleaning rag, right? Microfiber cleaning cloth. It'll just help you kind of, wipe those smudges off your camera, whatever it may be. If you have water around and you throw some water on it, and then you can wipe the greasy smudges off or things like that. So it's helpful for that. But this, even more importantly, if you don't have a dust blower, you need one. Because I don't know if you guys have ever seen a shot where, you take this gorgeous shot, or what could have been a gorgeous shot, and you wind up screwing it up because you had a dust spot on it, or a hair on your lens or something like that. It's just, it's the worst. For example, in the Pixley video that you guys saw me shoot, the wildlife photography adventure there, in that blind, it was so dusty, it was horrible, and my lenses got so dusty the whole time. It was just constant dust getting thrown on it. And so it was hard because some of my shots actually wound up coming out that way, even though I was trying to constantly pull the dust back off it. But without a dust blower, it's really almost impossible to do that, because a dust blower just very nicely, you spray it on the camera lens, it'll throw all the dust off it. Super cheap. It's the cheapest thing that can, keep the quality of your lens still good. And I think this is really an essential for everyone out in the field to have, because if you don't have it, then you can wind up being in a situation where you got a bunch of dust on your lens and there's nothing you can do about it. The next thing I want to show you guys is this solar panel right here. Super cool. Love this thing. This thing is awesome. This thing is like my favorite thing in the world. So I recently actually got a backpack that came with this solar panel, but it's really changed my perspective on it because, and now it's kind of an essential for me to have out in the field. Because when I'm doing like creative shots where I have a remote shutter and I'm using my cell phone to kind of like control the image or control the settings or things like that, especially, my phone battery dies like that. Like it'll die in like an hour, maybe even 45 minutes, if it wasn't full at the time. And so this thing will allow me to, has a little pouch in the back, and you just have your charging cord connected up to it. You can stream it out from there, have it in your hand or whatever, out in the sun, and you can just snap or whatever you need to do, adjust everything. It'll keep charging it. Charges very well, charges very efficiently. And even with my camera batteries on the go, let's say, I have 2 camera batteries, but let's say for some reason, one of them I forgot to charge the day before, or I've, had a really long day out shooting, then sometimes, you might need a second camera battery to be charged again. And so this is super convenient, you can just fit it all in this pouch, unzip the pouch, put it all in there, close it all up, and then it'll be charging. What's super cool is with my my backpack that I actually have, I can just take this thing and I can clip it right onto here, and suddenly I am on the go. So I finished these 4, just a little bit. But now suddenly I'm on the go, I can keep moving around. Got this solar panel on my back, and it's charging all my things as I'm moving around. I don't have to worry about carrying it around with me physically, and it's just solid for that. The 6th thing I want to show you guys today, super cool. Don't have it on the table with me right here because it's too big. Have it off to the side. Yoga mat. These things will save your life in muddy situations. You guys have seen me use this before at Jensen River Ranch. But really, it just allows you to get down and dirty in dirty places without having to actually get dirty. So if you're out in a bog or a swamp or a marshland, you want to get eye level, right next to the water, because if you're getting far up or you're standing up, not going to get those beautiful eye level shots. So a yoga mat will really do a ton for that. It'll just keep you dry, keep you from getting wet, keep you from getting dirty. In a lot of situations, I have a waterproof jacket that helps keep me from that, but in more extreme situations, this is going to be really helpful to help keep you dry. $5, can't go wrong. Best $5 you can ever spend to keep dry. Way cheaper than buying, other things, so I can't recommend it enough. So last thing I want to show you guys today, probably the most important thing out of the whole thing to hear today, we're going to do a product intro. Wet wipes. Wet wipes. Sometimes, you're out and you get your hands really dirty, really muddy, maybe some sticky sap on them, something like that, and you need something just to be able to, wipe that off, keep your hands clean, keep your equipment clean, most importantly your lenses, and wet wipes of any sort are really going to be able to do that for you. But even more drastically important, sometimes when nature calls, you just got to answer the call, right? I've been out sometimes, where there's no bathrooms around, and sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. And so wet wipes are really gonna come in clutch for that. Definitely recommend keeping a pair on you, or a pack on you, I should say. And I promise you, you won't regret it. Best $3 you're ever gonna spend. It's gonna come in clutch, come in handy, right at the time you need it. Thank you guys so much for watching today. Thank you for watching another Beyond the Shot. Don't forget to subscribe below, give me a follow, give me a comment. Let me know what you guys wanna see in future videos. Let me know what you want to learn, what you want to understand, what you want to get to know, and I'd love to make those things for you guys. Can't wait to see you guys next time. Hope you have a great rest of your day.